Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to meet you. Thanks for checking this video out today. I am so out of my mind with excitement to share with you what I found out about Erika Kirk. I'm just so crazy inside. I can't believe what I have found out. And the reason I have the excitement is because Spirit was right. And we're going to go back to yesterday's notes and compare it to what I found out last night. And boy, oh boy, girl, you have been busy, Miss Erika. Spirit was right. This would have never popped into my own mind as to what's been going on. But before we get started with this crazy video, truth, life is stranger than fiction, as I like to say. Please hit that subscribe button. I will continue to provide you with my insight on this case, along with other cases, as information from the universe, the spirit realm, my guides, comes to me. So I do wait for the information to come to me to kind of nudge me to go ahead and discuss. I don't just discuss things without permission from the other side. You gotta respect them, okay? Because they're entities. They're here. They're around us all the time. Oh, I gotta open this water because you better sit down. I'm telling you. You better hold on to your seat too while you're sitting there. Oh boy. Here comes Spirit already. I'm not sure who this is. When I say that, it just means there's an entity coming in. I don't always identify who it is. I don't always check and see who it is, honestly. But I am feeling spirit energy coming into the room. I'm cleaning my glasses. I'm down here cleaning my glasses. I have notes. Notes, pages and pages and pages of notes. After I filmed the video yesterday, and you know what, you guys literally made me cry. Tears of joy and happiness. And I haven't had that in my life for so long. You guys you mean so much to me, and to read your words of encouragement and just being nice to me. I'm not used to that. That's not something I've had in my life. And I want to say, every single one of you, I appreciate you so much. I'm working on comments, going through. I'm trying to respond to every single one, even the not nice one. There was one that wasn't nice, but you know what? They deserve an answer too. So I answered them already. I'm not hiding anything. I know I'm defensive. That's my gig. That's me. That's because of the life I had. And you know, I'm changing. Give me a minute. You know, things have to come together and be processed and all that. Okay, I gotta take a breath. I might need my asthma inhaler for this video. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about the fact that my spirit interactions had brought up Erika Kirk as a potential situation, something to do with Charlie's assassination. Before I continue, though, I'm supposed to say, I think YouTube needs me to say, and for legal reasons, I think I'm supposed to say, don't listen to me. I'm crazy. I'm just a psychic. You already know I'm not a fact-based channel. I'm a spirit-based channel, of which cannot be confirmed or validated until it is. And I got validation last night. on what we talked about in the last video. Okay, so yesterday, as I was making my video, I saw the word double agent. And sometimes, you know, I'm listening to Spirit and I'm like, this is serious, Spirit. This isn't a movie. This isn't 007. You know, this isn't a Tom Cruise movie. This is real life. I mean, I know they know that. But it's like, I need truth. I need, you know, we want to know. We deserve to know. This is our planet. This is our Earth. It is our communities that we want to protect, and you know, our lives have been hindered by all the crime out in the world when no one wants to go outside. So when I heard the word double agent, I was kind of like, yeah, right. Well, Spirit has a sense of humor. So based on Spirit's information, I took it as guidance. The information I shared with you on Erika Kirk. So I looked up Erika Kirk on YouTube, and I wasn't out, I don't think, really to watch any of her videos per se. I just wanted to find out, like, who is she? What is she other than a pretty young face, if you want to go there and call her that, other than a beauty queen? Who is she other than a beauty queen and Charlie's widow? So I came across a video from a channel called Mr. Let Go. Mr. Let Go. And I saw, I'm getting hot. I saw that it was like a 3.5 hour video, and I'm like, oh Lord. Okay, well, I was doing stuff around the house, so I just put his video on and listened to it, and I had to stop what I was doing and come and sit down and start taking notes. I have a lot of notes. There's a connection between Erika, her parents, and Trump. Before any of this, before Charlie Kirk. Okay, there was already a connection with the family. With Charlie Kirk, there also was already a connection with his parents and Trump. Before any of the Erika stuff. Before they knew each other. Before any of this was created. And I will continue to say created because it is a curated relationship, marriage, partnership. It was. I honestly believe that. Again, don't listen to me because I'm nuts, okay? None of this is true, okay? So what do you mean? How did Erika's parents have a connection with Trump? Well, it's very complicated. I'm going to try and speak slowly so I don't confuse myself. Erika's mom's name is Lori. She worked for a company, E3 Tech Group. This is a cybersecurity company. They design protection from man-made disasters as well as natural disasters. This is Erika's mother, Lori. Her company collaborates with government entities such as the DoD, the Department of Defense, and NASA. Now, I'm familiar with these. My daughter's kind of a big deal in the cybersecurity. And I lived in Mountain View in San Jose. I went to NASA all the time. There also used to be a Navy base there. That was fun. So I've spent time at the NASA in Mountain View. So we have Erika's mom collaborating with military agencies, selling her products, her services to the government. Through this connection of being involved in government and military, Erika became very, very good friends with a colonel, a U.S. Army colonel who was based in Romania. Well, how did she know this colonel in Romania? Well, Erika started a non-profit called Everyday Heroes Like You, which supports charities and community projects in the United States and abroad. One initiative is called Romanian Angels, which is operated in Romania. How did a 17-year-old start her very own nonprofit? She's not even of legal age. Okay, this is all information I got off the internet. Anyone can find this information through, and I should be able to use it through the Fair Use Act. Okay, so again, I'm not making these accusations. I'm reading to you what I have found allegedly about Erika, her family, and Charlie and his family. This nonprofit, how did it start? Well, Erika was gifted $23 million. I mean, we're not stupid. You know, we have a lot of TV shows where we've learned a lot about criminal activity, like moving money, washing money, hiding money. And I'm not saying that Erika has done this intentionally or otherwise, misled the government about her money, or that she washed or hid her money. But that money was used in this nonprofit. And I don't know a ton about nonprofit, but I think you don't pay taxes or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, $23 million. It is alleged. This is only alleged. I'm going to read to you a bunch of other things that are alleged, not proven. It is alleged that Erika was involved in a orphanage in Romania and providing some of those children homes on the military base to the government. What in the hell? I'm going to read to you what she's denied. She denies ever arranging or facilitating taking children to the United States Department of Defense, the DOD, in Romania. She says there is no credible documentation that she was banned from entering Romania by government authorities. She says it is not true that children disappeared or were routed through networks or sent to U.S. military facilities, stem mainly from social media speculation. She's saying none of this is true. She says there's no verified evidence connecting her work to child U.S. military bases or government bans. Claims to the contrary remain unsubstantiated and are largely spread online. These are really serious things. How do you get to be her age and be so accomplished through her financial means and be involved in this kind of stuff? Well, it's easy. It's called greed, as I said before. She's seeking power, in my opinion, showed to me by spirit, which I cannot verify. The world, her world, wants us to know that none of this is true. None of this has happened. There are no military officers involved. There's no involvement. There is nothing. Then how does this stuff come up? How do you have, somebody saw something to say, hey, what's going on? No, that's not what you're saying at all. Erika's Romanian nonprofit activities are documented as charitable donations. Of course it is. That's what people do with nonprofits. Look at Meghan Markle. But when I was talking yesterday about Erika being, or I saw from Spirit the word double agent, and I had told you that I see Spirit telling me Charlie was bamboozled. He was love bombed. He was sex bombed. He was lied to. He was fooled. He was used. Not that he's innocent of things and that he that didn't have his own problems and things, okay? I'm talking about Erika's involvement. 100% I believe what I said in yesterday's video, I believe is now verified from Spirit and from the information I found online, because I found lots of people saying that Erika is a PSYOP. Means it's a military term, psychological operations, a setup, a player in the game. Charlie was the pawn. She was one of the other players. And it's just like I had said in the last video. It wasn't real. And this is where the double agent feeling comes in for me, to do with her and Charlie's relationship. It wasn't real. And this is a real operation. This is something that really happens. And when I started thinking about it, I'm like, I think I've seen this on some of those shows I watch. I think I saw this on a show. What's the name of that show? It's a good show. It's mostly about women in the military, but they have a whole group of women who are trained in combat and, can protect themselves, but they're trained to go and do this pillow talk. The honey trap spy is another word I learned yesterday. Honey trap. You're trapping somebody by lying to them, coming on to them, having sex with them, doing things with them, saying things to them. It's all lies. So Charlie's dad helped build Trump Towers. He's, I guess, an architect. And there was some not super close connection, but there was a connection there there is a connection with Charlie's family and Donald Trump. Here's a problem. So all of this stuff to do with Erika's mom working with the Department of Defense, and that would include weapons, making weapons, selling weapons, trading weapons, whatever. Now with mom in her line of business making a lot of money from these collaborations, works with another country, starts with the letter I. Apparently, I'm not allowed to say the country's name. I'm sorry. My birth certificate says I was born in America. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm not allowed to say. This whole video has to be like code words. We know what the code words mean. We know what the code words mean. Can I say it in sign language? Can I say it in sign language, or is that still no? What if I come on here and do sign language? Is that wrong? Does that go against the code of conduct for YouTube? I've seen other YouTubers call it IHOP. And this is in connection with a company called Raytheon. I know we have a Raytheon. I remember there being a Raytheon back in the 80s when I worked in the military defense industry myself. I'm from the part of California where all this stuff happens, still happening. And so now with Raytheon, it's one of the collaborations with Lori, Erika's mom. Okay, so Raytheon's involvement, their products, Charlie had a dislike for, Charlie had a problem with, allegedly. So Charlie started saying stuff about it. Charlie started voicing his unhappiness with this company, the military entities involved, and what their involvement is. He wasn't for it, and I've not seen much of him speak at all, but I'm sure when he was speaking on this, I'm sure he gave tons and tons of detailed information to back up his feelings about it. And I'm sure that did not make anyone happy who's involved with Erika's family or the actual companies, the Department of Defense, and whomever else is involved with this security stuff. You think they killed Charlie because he was killing the family business? Or they were worried he was going to kill the family business with his opinions? Told you yesterday, this is political. It just felt political, and it is political coming to find out today or last night. I don't always know what Spirit's talking about. I don't understand. I don't. I just say it because I don't understand what it means most of the time. Most of the time, I don't know what it means, but I write it down. I think about it. And yeah, a lot of times I find out about it later. That's how this works for me. Again, little bits of information. Like yesterday, that little bit of information, the one word, double agent. Okay, well, that sounds adventurous, I guess. The word double agent. That does describe how I feel about Erika, or it describes how I feel Spirit showing her, how Spirit's presenting her to me as a double agent, because she is one of these PSYOPs. She is simply someone called a handler. She was Charlie's handler. So who's really in charge? Who really wore the pants in that household? You think she's gonna let another man, another husband, wear the pants in the family? I bet not. I think she's large and in charge, and I don't think that's going to change. I think her agenda equally as important to her as it is, let's say, Vivek Ramaswamy, the young man who ran for the presidency in 2024 from Ohio. So based on so many things involved, it's everywhere. It's like a cancer. Their lives are just spread all over the place, and they're dependent on everyone sticking to the plan. And if even one person goes outside of the plan, and I think Charlie did go outside of the plan, because who's to tell him not to talk? You think you could tell Charlie not to talk? The wonderful Mr. Charlie Kirk, you think you could tell him not to talk? Also, on this video, check out his channel, Mr. Let Go. Mr. Let Go. Go give him a follow, show him love. I did watch his, I'm still watching his video, honestly. It's so long, I've kind of watched the beginning twice because there's so much information. He has a video he got sent. Somebody sent him a video of the scene, the shooting scene, when Charlie got shot, right before Charlie got shot. Remember in my last video, I showed you the guy in the white hat doing his little sign language, whatever, and then the guy in the black shirt doing same thing, doing hand signals. He was actually 5'4". He was doing numbers as well. Okay, the guy in the black shirt. There's another guy. I'm going to put his picture up here. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. But he also was giving signals in coordinating with the guy in the black shirt. I watched the video, and the guy, Mr. Let Go, kept rewinding it and showing it again and showing it again. This guy's up to something. This guy had a short sleeve shirt, and I can't tell if it was rolled up right here or if it just ended and it maybe had a band around, you know, like a fabric seam, whatever, hem. I don't think it's just me, but when I watched the video, the guy, this shirt, this guy, it's kind of an army greenish gray color. He does something at the exact moment that you hear the pop, the shot or the piercing or whatever the injury inducing weapon was. It almost looks like he did something, because he's like, pop. And when he pulls this off and he's like looking at Charlie and like making sure it happened, you know, he's like, he pops it and he's looking. Yep, there it goes. Okay, he got shot or whatever. So, and we know the government's not going to tell us anything. They're going to deny everything, right? Because they're in charge. We're not allowed to know anything. Oh, I also wanted to show you this picture. Here's Erika and Donald Trump. I'm sure you've seen this picture. I'm sorry. Does she not look like she's got it in hard for Donald Trump? Look, who, you know, it's this thing with the shoulder. It's like, who does that? That's when you're like in love. And this is, I don't know. This is just my opinion. This is not a fact. To me, that doesn't feel like a sorrow that I just lost my husband motion. It reminds me of Mr. Incredible when he's hugging that woman in the first movie when he gets trapped and he gets held prisoner. I forgot her name. Mirage. When Mirage and Mr. Incredible are hugging, and it's like, oh yes, like to me, this feels like Erika's most incredible moment of her life is standing there hugging Donald Trump in front of the world. I wonder how Melania feels about that. I bet Erika would like to be Mrs. Trump. Well, isn't there a son left? Doesn't Donald Trump have any sons that are not married? Not the youngest one, obviously, but aren't there any other Trump boys left for her? So that's what I have for this video, you guys. It is insane. It's insane. Again, for legal reasons, I have to say none of this is true. Don't listen to me. Don't spread lies or hate. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying what I found online happens coincidentally to match what I said Spirit showed me. So there you have it. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'll keep you updated on other things that I find out. I don't know how I can top this information though. Who knows? Who knows? All right, you guys, don't forget, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, share the video, share it on social media, share it with a friend, your partner, whoever. Sit down with your cats and watch the video again. I have 4 cats. I always have felines all around me. All right, you guys, take care. Hope you're having a super great day. I'll see you soon.